Good afternoon, you're welcome to the news on Flip. I am Christian Chico. Let's take a swipe at the top headlines. Do not go for Muslim ticket, Babachir Lawal warns Tinubu. Buhari security chiefs in closed door meeting. 3 sentenced to death for killing a Afenifere leader's daughter. In business, Nigerian banks beat CBN restrictions. Entertainment, polygamy brought me blessings. That's from Yul Edochie. Britney Spears' ex-hobby gate crashes her wedding. Now to sports. Anthony Joshua dumped Sky Sports. Let's take a look at the news in detail. A former secretary to the government of the Federation, Babachir Lawal, has warned the All Progressives Congress against picking a Muslim as running mate to its presidential candidate Asiwaju Bola Tinubu, who is also a Muslim. Lawal pointed out that Nigerians are still conscious of ethno-religious factors in politics. According to him, Tinubu would have been running mate to the president, Major General Muhammad Buhari, when the latter became the candidate of the APC in 2014, but for discouragement of a Muslim ticket. He issued the warning while speaking to the press on Thursday. Tinubu, a former governor of Lagos State and national leader of the APC, had emerged as the flag bearer of the ruling party on Wednesday. There are concerns that Tinubu, a Muslim, might be forced to pick a Muslim running mate from the north, where Christians are the majority. When asked if it was time for northern Christians allegedly marginalized to be placated with the nomination of one of them as Tinubu's running mate, Lawal said, "I will answer this question in a roundabout way. A political party is in the business of winning elections, and to win elections you need to get the votes to beat your opponent. The way I see it is that in choosing your vice president, that must be paramount in your mind. You can have the best ticket, but if you don't win elections, it's a waste of time. So whatever candidate we are going to choose, we will bear in mind that the vice president will contribute to winning that election. How does he or she continue? It is either he or she is popular and can bring in the votes, or he or she can bring the money that will help our logistics in getting out the votes so we can win the elections." Now to Buhari. The President Muhammad Buhari has begun a closed-door meeting with security chiefs at the presidential villa, where he is expected to hear briefings from all the country's security chiefs. Buhari is presiding over the briefing, which is being held under the auspices of the National Security Council meeting at the State House in Abuja. Vice President Yemi Osinbajo, Secretary to the Government of the Federation, Boss Mustafa, the Chief of Staff to the President, Professor Ibrahim Gambari, and the National Security Advisor, Major General Babangana Mugunu, retired, are among the high-profile government functionaries attending the meeting. Other attendees include the Chief of Defense Staff, General Loki Irabo, Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Farouk Yaya, Chief of Naval Staff, Vice Admiral Awal Gambo, and the Chief of Air Staff, Air Marshal Isiaka Oladayo Abao. Also in attendance are the Inspector General of Police, Alkali Baba Usman, the Director General of the Department of State Service, Yusuf Bichi, and the Director General of the National Intelligence Agency, Ahmed Rufai Abubakar. The Ondo State High Court, Akure, on Friday sentenced 3 persons to death for killing Mrs. Funke Olakunrin, the daughter of the Afenifere leader Chief Reuben Fashranti. The deceased was killed by the convicts along Benin-Ore Shagamu Expressway in the Ore Odigo local government area of the state in June 2019 on her way to Lagos State. The convicts are Awalu Abubakar, Mohammed Shehu, and Adamu. Justice Williams Olamide found the trial guilty of involving in murder, kidnapping, and armed robbery and sentenced them to death. Now to business. Nigerians traded at least 77.75 billion naira worth of Bitcoin in the first 3 months of the year, despite the Central Bank of Nigeria's restrictions on cryptocurrency transactions in the country. This is a 5.71% increase from the 73.54 billion naira worth of Bitcoin that was traded in the corresponding period of 2021, according to data made available to correspondents by Paxful, one of the major peer-to-peer cryptocurrency platforms in the nation. Trade from Nigeria accounted for 25.87% of the total 300.48 billion naira worth of Bitcoin that was traded on the platform in the quarter under review. Global trade on the platform showed an 8.33% increase from the 277.377 billion naira that was traded on it in the corresponding period of 2021. According to the firm, Nigeria was its largest trading country in 2021 with 16,000 daily trades. In the period under review, the market cap of BTC dropped by $36.90 billion from $902.10 billion as of January 1st, 2022 to $865.20 billion as of March 31, 2022. It was despite the CBN's restrictions on cryptocurrencies in the nation in February of 2021. The CBN asked banks in the nation to stop transacting in and with entities dealing in crypto assets. The bank said further to earlier regulatory directives from the subject, the bank hereby wishes to remind regulated institutions that dealing in cryptocurrencies or facilitating payment for cryptocurrency exchanges is prohibited. Now to showbiz. Nollywood actor Yul Edochie has described how embracing polygamy brought him blessings and elevated his two wives, May and Judy. In a lengthy Instagram post on Thursday, the father of five noted that God used the polygamy situation to bless him and his wives. Likening himself to David in the Bible, Yul noted that he communicated with God every day. Yul said, "God works in mysterious ways. Marrying a second wife has brought me blessings and also elevated my two lovely wives. Sometimes it takes the things we see as disappointment to happen for elevation to come. It's happened many times in the Bible, just like the case of Joseph. I'm a man after God's heart. Like King David in the Bible, I communicate with God and he guides me every day. I wronged my wife May from the way I went about it, and I have apologized to her sincerely from the bottom of my heart, but in the eyes of God, things are different. I've realized that God's ways are different. Many more deals will still come to her because she's a wonderful person. So is my wife, Judy. She has also been elevated. Now widely known, her career is bigger with a lot of things going for her as well." The actor caused a stir on social media after he announced his marriage to Judy in April, adding that she already had a child for him. His first wife of 17 years, May, has 4 children from the actor. International. American pop icon Britney Spears has tied the knot with her lover Sam Asghari during an intimate ceremony held in Los Angeles on Thursday. Their marriage comes months after the singer was released from a 13-year conservatorship, which she claimed prevented her from getting married or having children. While her parents and 2 sons were absent at the event, the singer had several celebrity friends such as Paris Hilton and Drew Barrymore in attendance, according to E! News reports. The couple's private ceremony, however, took a dramatic turn as Spears' ex-husband Jason Alexander tried to gate-crash the event. He went live on Instagram filming the empty venue while telling security Britney Spears had invited him and he was there to crash the wedding. Alexander was later arrested by Ventura County Police on a warrant from a different county for an undisclosed offense. Now to sports. Anthony Joshua is set to turn his back on Sky Sports and sign a lucrative deal with streaming service DAZN, reports claim, as the heavyweight prepares for his crucial rematch against Alexander Usyk this summer. Joshua has fought on Sky Sports for the entirety of his career, with his promoter Eddie Hearn previously having an exclusive deal with the broadcaster to stage his fight. But the matchroom busking chief has since negotiated a £100 million per deal with DAZN that has seen him bring his entire stable on board. Joshua had been the exception to this deal as he had a separate contract to show his fight exclusively on Sky Sports, but that expired after his first fight against Usyk at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium in September, and the heavyweight has now defected to DAZN, reports from The Sun. The Watford-born star has been the subject of a bidding war ever since, the report claims, but he is set to pledge his allegiance to Hearn's new project with DAZN, starting with his next fight with Usyk, slated to be held in August in Saudi Arabia. On that boxing note, we've come to the end of the news on the hour. I'm Christian Chiku. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.